Welcome to today's video on the chapter Strategies for Enhancement in Food Production from HS second year, and here I'll be providing some quick tricks and tips so that it becomes easy for you to remember these two tables that are provided in the NCERT, which seem to be very confusing. At first, let's have a look on the table for disease-resistant varieties. The crops are tabulated against their variety and the disease to which they are resistant. Wheat, himgiri, leaf and stripe rust, hillbunt, mustard, Pusa swarnim or Karan rye, white rust, cauliflower, Pusa subhra and Pusa snowball K1, black rot and curl blight black rot, cowpea, Pusa komal, bacterial blight, and lastly chili, Pusa sadabahar, chili mosaic virus, TMV or tobacco mosaic virus, and leaf curl. So now let's move on to the trick. Here the varieties are listed against the crop. Once you go through this table a few times, you get easily familiar to the name of the varieties. But what becomes difficult is to connect the name of the variety with a particular crop. So let's start making it easier. Himgiri can be memorized against wheat on the basis of their pronunciation. In the next row, the color of cauliflower is white and subhra means white and snowball is also white in color. So this can be memorized based on color. Now for the three crops that are left, I have arranged them in alphabetical order, brassica, chili and cowpea, so that at first comes B, then CH and then CO. But in the column for variety, I have arranged them in alphabetical order from bottom to top. Pusa komal, Pusa sadabahar and Pusa swarnim. So that first comes K, then SA, then SW. So now, after eliminating wheat and cauliflower from the list, which we have already memorized on the basis of pronunciation and color, the other three, the crops, are arranged in alphabetical order from top to bottom, and the variety are arranged from bottom to top in alphabetical order. So in order to remember this table, you only need to know the alphabetical order and the name of the varieties, after which you can easily relate them. I think arranging the information in alphabetical order is the best way to memorize a thing, because when you try to make a mnemonic for a thing by creating a long sentence which doesn't have any connection with the information, there is a high chance that you might forget the information while sitting tensed in the examination hall. But if you take help of alphabetical order, there is no chance of mixing up in the last moment. Now let's move on to the next table on pest-resistant varieties. Brassica, Pusa Gaurav against the insect pest aphid. Flat bean, Pusa Sam 2 and 3 against aphids, jacids and fruit borer. And finally okra or bhindi, Pusa Savani, Pusa A4 against shoot and fruit borer. Here the table consists a little mistake. It's written Pusa Savant, but actually it will be Pusa Savani, and I will tell you why later in this video. So now let's move on to the trick. Here I have tabulated the variety of the crops. Here again you will notice that I have tabulated the crops in alphabetical order. So first comes bhindi, then brassica, then flat bean. You might get confused whether to take the word okra or bhindi, but I think bhindi is a more common term used here in India, so I have taken the word bhindi for the sake of this trick. If you notice the column for variety, you will also see that I have arranged them in alphabetical order except for one, that is Pusa Savani for bhindi. The others are in alphabetical order from top to bottom: A4, Gaurav, Sam 2 and Sam 3. You have to remember Pusa Savani against bhindi because Savan or the month of Shravan is the major yielding period for the crop bhindi. Even if you didn't know this fact, learn it today for the sake of this trick. Rest varieties, if you see, are arranged in alphabetical order against the crop, which are also in alphabetical order. But you please keep in mind this little thing, that in the table for disease-resistant varieties, we used reversed alphabetical orders, but in this table for insect pest-resistant varieties, we have used alphabetical order for both the columns. Now I hope these two tables do not remain much confusing for you. You might use other tricks too, but I think the alphabetical order trick is the most relevant one, as there is lesser chance for you to forget the facts in the time of tense moments during the examinations. So that was all for today's topic. If the video was beneficial, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe my channel to get more such videos on simple explanations of the topics included in HS syllabus. I will be back with another video. Thanks for watching.